Well, Billy boy, your brother has gotten himself into a difficult situation. This is a chance to mitigate it, you know?
By convincing him to leave Newman and installing you as CEO?
Don't you think that's preferable to spreading all of his dirty laundry all over the media?
You know, I might be a little weird this way, and you might not remember, but I am not too crazy about being blackmailed.
Well, just think of it as skipping a few steps in your plan to return my company to me. That is what you promised Victoria, isn't it?
That is what I promised her. As long as Jack holds on to Jabot.
Well, all the more reason to ensure my silence, isn't it? Because if the nasty business that your brother was involved with becomes public, there's very little that he has left.
Even if I can persuade him to hand over Newman to you, what's going to stop you from going to the press anyway? I've never been able to trust you. Why should I trust you now?
Use your head, Billy boy. What purpose will it serve to renege on our agreement?
Oh, I don't know. You mean besides just sticking it to me and Jack because you like to?
That would only alienate Victoria, not to mention her mother. I don't want to do that. I spend a lot of time mending my relationships with them.
You would risk every relationship you ever had to get Newman back, but I'm telling you this, I am not going to sacrifice my brother so you could do it.
You're not very sharp, Billy, are you? This is a chance for your brother to save himself. It's giving him an opportunity he doesn't deserve. He can save face. Because if it becomes public knowledge what he was involved with.
What are you even talking about? What the hell does that even mean?
You ask your brother. And tell him this offer will not be on the table much longer.
Your life doesn't have to be ruined either.
Yeah? Well, it will be if Victor has anything to say about it. I don't think Victor's bluffing. I mean, he was about this close to outing your addiction already. What? What's going on?
Well, Victor can out me for a lot more than that. He knows I'm tied to the death of a female escort. Some big brother you have, huh? Brought a hooker home and she didn't make it out of here alive.
Oh, for God's sake, Jack, please. She was a junkie. She had her own supply. She OD'd while your brother was asleep.
All right, there's so many questions, but primarily, how did Victor get onto this?
How do you think?
That son of a... He hired...
According to an inside source that I paid, Victor never intended for me to face anything but solicitation charges.
Are you kidding me? A dead hooker is like a cherry on top of a sundae.
I gave him leverage when I took the first pill. If my judgment hadn't been impaired,
You don't need to explain yourself to me.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you, all of you. You've been there for me, and I am very grateful. But now I have to handle this on my own.
Turning yourself in isn't the solution, Jack.
I'm sorry, what is he talking about?
Your brother is determined to spend the rest of his life behind bars.
There's no way I'm letting you go down for this, Jack.
It's too late. I already confessed to Michael.
You did what?
It wasn't official. It won't stand up in court.
Yeah, you know what? I can actually talk to Michael, and I can convince him that prosecuting Jack is in no one's best interests.
Fine. You do that, I'll handle Victor. I'll make sure he keeps his mouth shut.
I don't care if Victor talks.
What do you care about, Jack?
I care that justice is served.
You want justice? Fine. Go down to the red light district. Give them all jobs. Donate money to the Painted Ladies Fund.
This isn't a joke, Billy.
I'm not laughing. I'm just trying to keep you from throwing your life away.
And what about Stephanie's life? Who pays the price for her losing her life?
The guy who sold her the dope, that's who.
You want justice for Stephanie, Jack? Stay clean. Do something beneficial with your life. Keep my father out of Newman, but you can't do any of those things if you're in prison.
What about Kyle? The one thing that scares him to death is losing another parent.
Yeah. Tracy, Ashley, me. We all lose our brother.
I'll still be there for you.
Behind a fiberglass partition. With a guard listening to every word we say, that ought to be fun. And what about that pickup game we're supposed to play when your back feels better? Are we gonna do that when you're paroled at 80?
You know, Jack, I know you're so torn up about this hooker. I'm so sorry. You feel bad about it. You're doing penance already. Being locked up is not going to change anything, but it's going to change something for all of us, the people who love you. Please don't do that to us. Please don't put us through that much pain.
The last thing I want to do is hurt you. After everything I put you through. I can never thank you enough for what you did for me in that cabin.
I'd do it all over again. Except for the part when you asked me to leave.
Not my finest moment.
You came to your senses.
This doesn't mean I've changed my mind about turning myself in.
Oh, you don't want to hurt us, but you will.
All for a stranger.
It doesn't make her any less human. That stranger is someone's daughter, someone's sister, someone's friend. They deserve to know what happened.
Do you ever think, just for a second, Jack, that maybe her family is better off not knowing?
Why saddle them with that last pitiful image?
Because it's the truth. Do you know how long I have been hiding from the truth, hiding you, hiding myself? Do you have any idea what a relief it was just to talk to Michael?
Yeah, why don't you talk to us about relief in 6 months when you're locked up in a claustrophobic little cell?
You're not going to fight for yourself at all, are you?
You make me want to fight, Red. But for the right things. I didn't go through the hell of detox to come out the same person I was when I went in. I'm done. I'm done with the lying. Done with all of it. The blackmailing, the scheming, the cover-ups. I'm leaving all that to Victor.
We don't want a better you. Right? Especially if it costs you your freedom. And what would a lying, scheming gal like myself do without a comrade in arms?
She's got a point, Jack.
Phyllis didn't leave someone to die in her home.
You never know.
Okay, look at that guy. Is that who you want to run your company? Because that's what will happen if you go to trial and you get convicted. That's what's going to happen. He's going to run it, and you know he destroys whatever he touches.
Why don't you tell everyone how you really feel about me?
You call Newman my company. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I've come to the conclusion that everyone was dead on when they said I did this for all the wrong reasons. I took over Newman because of my ego, that I wasn't doing what was best for my family. I told every one of them they were wrong. You know what? Look at what happened. My brother wouldn't talk to me. My sisters moved halfway across the country to get away from me. I alienated friends, caused good, hardworking people to lose their jobs, and I dulled the pain with pills. It's not the man my father wanted me to be. It's not the man my father would be proud of. And it's not the man I want to be. I can't do this anymore. So I've come to a decision. I'm walking away from Newman Enterprises. For good. Billy, Adam, I want you to take over for me.